This video will help you organize all the materials that we asked you to buy for math class this year. The most important things about organizing are to organize your locker to make it easy to find what you need during those quick passing times between classes, and to keep things in a place so that it's easy to remember everything that you need for class. You also want to organize the class materials that you bring into your classroom so that you can find things like pens or paper quickly without wasting a lot of time. Here are some of the things that you'll need for math class, and we'll talk about how to set them up later in the video. You're going to need a journal. That's going to be used for taking notes in class and for doing homework and some classwork. You're going to need a binder or pocket portfolio, kind of as a file cabinet, for keeping the things that I hand out to you in class, for filing papers that you'll need to keep, graded papers like tests and other things, and for you to keep blank paper to use in class. You'll also need some other things like a pencil, eraser, calculator, pen, ruler, graph paper, and scrap paper, and we'll talk about all of this a little later in the video. Let's talk first about the journal, which is a composition notebook with graph paper on it. It is used for taking notes in class, and I recommend against taking notes on computers during class because and there are a couple of reasons. First of all, it's difficult to type in the math accurately. I don't write sequentially. Sometimes I write things on different parts of the board, and it's difficult to jump around like that while you're taking notes. It just takes a lot of time to do it. And also, studies show that memory is better when you've written notes by hand. For all of these reasons, I'm going to ask that you take notes in class using pencil. We're also going to use the journal to capture classwork, so when you're working on a worksheet, you don't do the problems on the worksheet. I'm going to ask you to do them in the notebook so that you'll have a record of your solutions. And any homework assignments that are not to be done on a worksheet should be done in the journal. You're probably going to fill this journal before the end of the year, and that's okay. There's another video that will show you how to set up the journal and to use it on a daily basis. Another thing that I've asked you to get is a binder or pocket folder. This could be a 1 or 1.5 inch ring binder. It could be an expandable folder, or it could be a pocket portfolio. Any one of these things would be fine. Should have 5 or more tabs. And this is going to be used for things like blank paper, worksheets that I hand out that you have to bring into class the next day, as well as things that you'll need to keep around to study for upcoming quizzes and tests. Now, I recommend that you set each one of these up with the following tabs. First, a tab for classwork, and those are the things that I hand out to you that you want to save, remember to bring to class the next day, or classwork that you've done on other paper that you're going to put into your filing system. Secondly, most homework will be done in the journal, but occasionally I'll give out a worksheet, and those worksheets should be kept in the 3-ring binder or pocket folder. Any tests and quizzes that you take and that I hand back should be kept because those are going to be useful for studying quizzes for upcoming tests, and studying tests for mid-year and final exams. The 4th tab is for other graded work, things like problems of the week or STEAM assignments. And then finally, another tab for blank paper, which we sometimes need in class. If you wish, and if you have a different organization system, you're welcome to use it. If you don't have a system, I recommend using this one. After each chapter test, you can remove a number of things from these folders and keep them at home. So you don't need to be carrying around worksheets or homework or tests and quizzes from previous chapters once we're finished with those, but it's a good idea to keep them at home in case you need to review. Some other things that you're going to need. All classwork and notes are to be taken in pencil, and you can use a regular pencil or a mechanical pencil, and if you have a mechanical pencil, be sure you have extra lead. You're also going to need an eraser, and if you don't have a good eraser on the end of your pencil, or if you have a wooden pencil with erasers that wear out quickly, you might want to get a separate eraser. You should have a pen that we're going to use for things like correcting papers in class. So if I give a kind of a quick quiz or a formative assessment and I want you to correct it, usually I like those done in a different color so that they stand out from the things that you've written in pencil. I'd like you to have a ruler. It can be a 6-inch ruler that will fit in a zipper pouch, or it could be a 12-inch ruler that could fit in your binder. And you will need a calculator for this course. The TI-84 is the one that I recommend. You can get any model. It does not have to be the color model. You can get any model that works for you. As for laptops, in general, I'll let you know at least a day in advance when laptops will be needed for class. In general, we will not be using them in class. Any software, any websites that we're going to be using will work on Mac OS or on Windows. You should know that some of these things will not work on Chromebooks or iPads. So if you don't have a computer that you can bring to school, then see me and we'll work out what to do. I have a few computers in my room that you can use, or we can sign out a computer from the library if you need it. Now here's my recommendation for getting organized for bringing things to class. Here's what you need to bring every day. You should get a Ziploc bag or a zipper pouch that has pencils and an eraser. And if you're using wooden pencils, you should have 2 of them, and they should be sharpened. You should get spare lead for mechanical pencils if you're using a mechanical pencil. There's a space for the pen, not a black pen, but any other color is fine. A 6-inch ruler if you get it, and a calculator should fit in these zipper pouches. You also need to bring to class every day your binder and your journal. Now we will not be using each one of these things every single day, but I would like you to have these things every day in class just in case we need them. I also ask that you not bring food or snacks into our class. Please do all your eating at lunch and recess. Please do not bring drinks other than water into class, and please leave your backpacks out of the room in your lockers. I hope that this video was helpful, and have a good day.